This LA sun. Can't get enough of it. I hope you guys can see my eyes. Shame on my face, you can't see my eyes. But I don't have no shades on, so I'm kind of just singing for no reason. And let's go into the video. So hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Nadia Adelay, and I'm back here with another YouTube video. So if you're watching this right now, before you do anything at all, before you even breathe or take a sip of your beverage or blink your eyes, whatever you're doing right now, as minimal as those things are that I just mentioned, hit that subscribe button for me. Remember, God is watching. I'm out here in LA for a month, not consecutively because I had to fly back and forth between here and Florida for a couple commercials that one commercial that I already shot last week for Walmart, and I have to fly back out again in a couple days to shoot another commercial. This video I'm bringing you today is about etiquette on set. On-set etiquette as an actor, as a DP, as a PA, as whoever. You're just an entity on a production that may be low budget to one of those high blockbuster film sets. These are my 4 tips for how you can display proper production etiquette. Let's jump right in. The director always rules, okay? And this is what I mean by that. As an actor, and disclaimer, the tips here being announced to you guys are prominently for actors, but it can be utilized for other departments on set. I normally am speaking from an actor standpoint because that's what I tend to be most of the time on set. These tips are mainly for actors, but can also be used for other roles as well on set. All right, so back into it. The idea behind that is that the director is your direct boss. Oh, that might not be literally the case in a lot of situations, to where, I don't know, maybe the producer or the executive producer hired you specifically, and then, you know, they hired the director, and then so on and so forth. So technically the director is not really paying you. So it was like, oh, that's not my boss. You guys just have to work together. So I kind of treat the directors as my boss. They have been entrusted with a vision to relay to the greater public, and I am used as one of the pieces within that vision. I never want to be a hindrance or block whatever vision that the director is ultimately trying to portray. I want to do the opposite of that. I want to be the person who aids in that vision the most. I always make it a point to be extremely close with the director. Hopefully they're a great person and they're not like a jerk. It makes me do my job better if me and the director have a bond that is really unlike any other bond that is made on set. I always say, me as an actor, I like to be thick as thieves with the director, because that's how I can do my job better, and in turn he can do his job better, and in turn the whole production will just be smooth like water, like fluid. I just really like to have that kind of rapport to know, like, yeah, I got you and you got me too, right? Because you're not gonna put anything in the final cuts that I wouldn't like and whatever. It just makes for a better bond. So that's definitely my production etiquette tip number 1. And this is one of the tips I actually learned from the incomparable Michael G.H.E.T.T O. He always says to leave your phone in your car. Don't even bring it on set. I'd be an awful audio guy because this plane just went by and I didn't even realize until it was like 4 seconds in my video. Anyway, yeah. Michael G.H.E.T.T always says to leave your cell phone in your car. Don't even bring it on set. Lock it up in your middle console, something like that, and be fully present to what's going on set. And that couldn't be any more true, in my opinion. I still bring my phone on set because I don't like to take chances when emergencies may arise.
Stop it. Get some help.
But I do make it a point to keep it on silent. Bear that in mind, that it's a risk. Because if you're one of those people who forget to put your phone on silent and it rings during an important take, don't be that person. You know, make sure your phone isn't the priority of your attention while on set. Be present. Network, meet people, because you never know who you're gonna see on this set that you might meet on the next set down the line, or you never know who you might meet on this set that's gonna want to hire you for his next project down the line. Like, you never know. Be present, be engaged, be approachable, be enthused about where you are.
Oh my God! Wow!
Because if you just head down into a screen, a portal into the unknown, you're really cheating yourself out of an amazing physical experience. Hopefully doing a job that you love. If you don't trust yourself, leave your phone in the car, but if you can, put it on silent, leave it on silent, because I do utilize it to, you know, take some BTS when acceptable, because that's a whole nother thing. If it's a closed set and you can't capture any BTS or any footage, they're not playing about that. Don't do that. But if it's okay, if you've asked the director or whomever, they give you the okay, then that's fine. I get people's Instagrams with my phone to keep it in connection, because you never, like I said, you never know who you might meet or run into down the line. Hey, I met you on that set. Yeah, and you were so cool. You weren't down in your phone, just ignoring everybody. You were attentive and you had great conversation and amazing opinions to share. Yeah, that was me. That was me. The one who wasn't. I was. Get me? All right. Hold on, let me take a sip of this water right quick. If it look hot, that's because it is. There is literally not a cloud in sight, guys. This is incredible. All right, production etiquette tip number 3. Understand production terminology. That will get you out of so many hiccups, blunders, so many little mishaps and mistakes you can't even imagine. And it's just simple things, or seemingly simple, you know, when you get the hang of it. At first, seemingly not so simple, because you're just like, why is Crafty's a term for snacks or a snack cart, snack area? No, it's just what it's called, so know it. But there's extremely important terminologies to know, i.e. rolling, speeding, either sound or camera speeding, quiet on set, that's pretty straightforward, striking, that's a wrap, that one is very common. Knowing all these terms really can bear the difference between the amateur and the actor who's more mature in their field. You never want to be that person that when the director yells camera speeding, or the DP yells camera speeding and the audio guy says sound speeding, you never want to be that person to speak when it's not time to.
And action.
you gotta be mindful of what term, what cue was called to know how to then maneuver or act or whatever after the action was uttered. That came out so choppy, but just know. Just know the terms. Knowledge is power. Just understand the terminology for your field, and that'll just help you out along the way, a long way as well. Along the way, a long way. English is hard.
Okay.
I'll also put down in the description box a couple of the translations to those terms that I have mentioned that I might not have given the translation or the definition to. And last but not least, my fourth production etiquette tip, brought to you here by Nadia Adelay. Treat everyone with respect. That's just a life lesson altogether, honestly, but especially on set, especially during a production, from the executive producer to the line producers to the unit producers to the director to the director of photography to the second assistant director to the third assistant director to the second DP to the scripty to the craft services to the sound people to the grips to electric to the PAs, to the wardrobe, to the makeup,
To the window! To the wall! To the wall!
Give us wet drips down my balls!
Everyone is there for a job. Everyone is there to execute said job. Don't be that one person to make anyone's job or the execution of anyone's job more difficult. It's just manners to say hello to the director the same way you would say hello to the guy getting you coffee or a bag of chips from Crafties. It's just manners. Just say thank you to the makeup assistant for, I don't know, helping you fix something, maybe blotting some sweat off of you in between takes. Say thank you to them as you would say thank you to the sound guy for making sure that your takes are crisp and clear. Everyone's there for a job. Everyone has to go home to their families. You don't want to be that one person that person just thought about in a negative light because you felt that they were undeserving of the same treatment as the people in power. I was raised in a Caribbean household. My mom's Jamaican, my dad's Jamaican. Manners was just instilled in me from young. I used to get like beatings, pinch, whatever, if I was step out of character. So that's just how I grew up, and I feel like it resonates really well in my field, in my profession. And that's a big thing. I feel like that is one of the factors and one of the characteristics about me that has brought me so far along in this career and will continue to bring me to whatever God has in store. So yeah. And that goes back to the first tip as well, with the director being ruler or the director sets the tone. Yeah, I understand that, but the director still is a person, just like the production assistant is a person. So never forget that. I have chatted you guys' ear off enough. I thank you so much for watching this video to the end if you did. And if you found any of the tips helpful slightly or in the least bit, let me know. And if you've put any of these tips into practice as you're going to set sometime down the line, let me know that as well. Thank you guys so much once again. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that like button, share if you found any of this information valuable and that anyone else, and if you feel anyone else can benefit from this information as well. I'm an actor, just figuring it out as I go along. and I'd like to share and permeate my knowledge as much as I can throughout the industry. Thanks for watching again. See you guys later. It's so hot. I'm about to go do some other LA stuff, cool stuff. So, love you guys. Bye.
Well, you know I got the sauce. Hard for you to say above me. Hood be the plus you come from the crib for your 5-day county. Making fall in love, they wanna take me to lunch just so I can meet the family. I sounded like G.H.E.T.O, don't try me like G.H.E.T.O, keep it on me like a funny. Now, babe, I'm just playing, that ain't even who I am. Won't you take me to the beach?